roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son.
Shopping for a new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like $10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
race fans, round number 2 here tonight. The OP Unlimited Super Speedway Series Season 19 at Talladega. Sponsored by Charles Sanchez. Of course, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. If I do sound a little tired, that's because I am. It's been a long day at work, but we'll get through all this together. It looks like Steven, Eric, Mayu Vibes out there, Brendan, our birthday boy, out there in chat. Glad to see you all tuning in at here tonight. But we're going to go ahead and dive into it here with our pre-race analytics first and foremost. Air temp of 78. Well, it looks like the track temp is a little hotter than what it was from Thursday. Tonight, 136 degree track temp. Definitely gonna probably give these guys fits out there here this evening. 94 laps, 250 miles, unlimited tires, 44% fuel. So gonna put them in the 10 to 15 roughly. Might even be a little more than that, but we got it 10 to 15 laps here this evening. Pit road though, however, 55 miles an hour, and unlike the 87, these trucks are a little bit easier to get under control coming down pit roads, so they shouldn't have a too big of an issue. But then again, you know, this is super speedway racing, so you've really got to dodge the other drivers around you. I am going to be doing a lot of yawning, so just to let everybody know that. Looks like Adam Kilday just plowed into the outside wall there. But it should be a good race. Looking forward to it here tonight. Adam Kilday, like I said, he right now currently in the top spot here in practice. Jeff Crosby Sr. in second. Ron Dial in third. Vinny May Estes there in fourth. Vicente Guerrero fifth. Nice to see old Vinny running in here. Looks like we've got a few of them. I know Stephen Lane out there knows who Vinny is, so some of y'all should. He has been on MaxspeedTV broadcast before. Slicker and Snot. Yep, you got that right, Stephen. Trucks. Yep, this is the trucks. That's all that's going to be this season for Saturdays is the trucks. But for the most part, everybody's on pit road. However, got a few drivers out there on the track. Larry Adding, Andy Brigante, Forrest Sparks, Rick Seabrands, Rick Sanchez, and John Guerrero. And Ron is also out there on the track. But coming down to the final 3 minutes here, we're going to go ahead and play our national anthem. We played Eric's version Thursday. So tonight we're going to play Madison Rising, and then tomorrow we'll play Eric's, and then Monday we'll play back. We'll alternate in between the two, so we'll get both of them out there. But again, Eric, a big shout out there to you, buddy, for, you know, giving us your rendition of it. But we're going to step aside here and play the national anthem. Hang tight, folks. Qualifying should be underway when we come back.
By the dawn's early and the twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that Star Spangled Banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that Star Spangled Banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, qualifying underway, and no, I did not. The new intro, I'm gonna have to have it sent to me specifically because won't let me download it off of YouTube. So I'll have to get the actual file itself from one of well, Bubba or whoever has it. So and your intro, no, I haven't got it yet. Dude, I have been so busy this weekend. It's crazy. Qualifying underway, though. One lap, that's all they get. All right, times are starting to roll in here. Looks like at the moment, Rick Sanchez, Robert Hooligan, 1-2, Les Levy in third. Anthony English going to go up into second. John Spizek out there. John Winkler, of course, we know John. John's used in chat with this, but he's racing with guys this season. So nice to see old John out there turning up some laps. Tristan Perrine, Tristan Perrine. Nice to see old Tristan out here. John Guerrera, Vinny Maestas. Of course, we know Vinny. Andrew Schroeder. I know Tristan's other half's probably in chat just so she can hear me mispronounce his last name. So yeah, we've got about 40 trucks, so it's a pretty good field. Gabe Butler up to the top. I don't do a whole lot of talking. Well, y'all know why. O'Reilly Auto Parts. I think I have it on YouTube as that. But also the name. So but we can get that up here. Let me see here. All right. Well, it looks like Gabe Butler is at the moment gonna grab our pole here tonight. Let's go ahead and find Gabe here. And he is easy to grab, so let's go ahead and get him down here real quick. Gabe Butler gonna grab the pole out here tonight for round 2, buddy. Talladega, a lot wider track. Gonna probably be a lot busier down there too, unless we get some green flag pit stops in. How you feeling?
Yeah. What's going to be interesting is the track temp is like 134 degrees, so it's going to be interesting. So it's going to be slick on pit road, slick getting out of your box, and so be ready for some action.
Yeah, I think we seen track temp Thursday night relatively warm as well. Of course, that's the 87. So those are, not drive. Trucks are a little bit easier. Maybe we'll see what happens tonight. I know that track temp though definitely could play a big factor. Is it pretty slick out there?
Oh yeah, yeah. When somebody's on your bumper, or if you have like 3 or 4 trucks in line, slightest little touch is upsetting the lead truck, and that's partially because of new setups iRacing put in, but also the track temp.
Yeah.
So like I said, there's probably going to be some action.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, all right. Well, good luck down there here tonight. Congratulations on the pole for round number 2. Starting off strong. Let's see if you can end strong. Gabe, good luck, bud.
All right, brother. Appreciate it.
Yep. All right. We'll get him back up there to his team room, and we're going to go ahead and grid him up here tonight. Gabe Butler, of course, with the pole. We just talked to him there. And Vicente going to start on the outside of him in row number 1. Row 2, Rick Sanchez, Anthony English. Row 3, Robert Hooligan, Rick Seabrands. Row number 4, Adam Kilday, Vinny Maestas. And row 5 is going to be Scott Warren and Les Levy for our top 10. Row number 6, Jeff Crosby Jr., John Guerrera. Row number 7, Ryan Wart, Mark Mann. Row number 8, Dwayne Corbett, Andy Brigante. Row number 9, James Mayer, Nicholas Godina. And row number 10, John Spisak and Larry Addy. Top 20. Row 11, Jason Berg, Stody Benfield. Row number 12, Dallas Childers, Data Shepard. Row 13, Harold Rothery, Tristan Perrine. Row 14, Anthony Johnson, Ryan Whitaker. And row 15, rounding out the top 30, Jeff Crosby Sr. and Dalton Hayes. Row 16, Sean Dion, Bubba Winningham. Row 17, Dave Hunt, Ron Dial. Row number 18, Ram Wyatt, John Winkler. Row number 19, Ron Walters. Shane Ward's not going to qualify. He is going to start in 38th. Row 20, Andrew Zanto, Christopher Jordan. Row 21, Justin Wynn and Travis Elliott. Row number 22, Daniel Harrington, Andrew Schroeder. Row 23, Four Sparks, Gene Watkinson. And that's it, folks. That is it. 46 trucks out here tonight. We got to stack the field here this evening. Mr. Alex Green out in chat here tonight. How you doing out there, buddy? Yeah, I hope we don't have 12 cautions like we did Thursday night. Of course, it's the, 87s. They're a whole lot different than the trucks for sure. But we definitely could see some yellows out here tonight. No doubt about it. I would not rule out a caution or 3 or 4 or 5. We're going to poll up here in just a moment. And here we go for the first time. Green flag is out. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Round 2 underway here tonight at Talladega. The O'Reilly Auto Parts presented by MaxspeedTV here at round number 2, season number 19, the OP Super Speedway Unlimited Series. All right, we're early. All right. Gonna go ahead and get a poll up here. Make sure you throw in your votes there. I'd like to see feedback, because I know the drivers like to see feedback as well to see what they need to work on. Lap 1 did go to Vicente Guerrero, so we are down to 93 laps. I know, a lot of laps. But, it brings out some good racing, no doubt about it. Anthony, Gabe, Les, John, Dana, Rick Sebrands, Vinny Maestas, Dalton Hayes, Dwayne Corbett. Going to round out our top 10, top 11. Mark Mann, Andy Brigante, Larry Eddy, Robert Hooligan, runs for our top 15. We are 3 wide. Of course, we're going to see a lot of that. Oh, got to get that blinking under control there. It is. It is. It's just a growing period, that's all. But I did it Thursday as well with the, with that poll. I figured, why not? Well, we'll have a little fun. And that's not nothing against the drivers or you or anybody else. It's just, it's just a poll. That's all it is. I mean, they could go green for all we know. It could go green to checkered and not have any. So, just in general? Yeah, just in general. Yeah. It looks like that top of line, though, really got warmed up. That middle and bottom line not really moving and not really a grooving right now either. They are trying to run down Vinny. We're going to see here if they can maybe make a last ditch effort here early on. Looks like the 43 there of Dana Shepard down on the middle line here, leading that front group. That front middle. Now there goes the 62 of Les Levy. He's going to drop it down all the way to the bottom. We got 4 wide at Dana, folks. That didn't last long, and if they don't get it knocked out, ooh, that was close. That was the 70 got squirrely there. Vinny Maestas, good save. That is the caliber of driving from Vinny. Probably gonna see more 4 wide before it's all said and done, though. No doubt about it. Oh no, here we go. Yellow is gonna come out. It's gonna be a big one too. Looks like it's gonna be possibly up here with let me see here if I can find out. Possibly the 4. That is Rick Seabrands. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, it looks like possibly the 39. That was, I believe, Shane Ward. I am going to get my... Yeah, Shane Ward. I'm going to go ahead and get my camera box up here, or my driver's box, so I can see the numbers, and we're going to find out what happened to Shane here real quick. It looks like the 70. Oh, okay, so it actually happened right up ahead of Shane. The 70 and the 126 making some contact there, and Shane was just innocent bystander right behind all this. And I think he tried to check up, slow down, but wasn't able to, and got into the back possibly of the 70, and then that sent him down into the 4 of Rick Seabrands, the 95. Man, that'll be easier to go through who was not involved in this. It looks like the 53, wow, the 15, the 6, gonna get a piece of it. 42, 82, 48. Now Rick Seabrands' truck is destroyed. The 488 of John Winkler. Stoney Benfield of the 75. Dave Hunt, unfortunately. Bubba Winningham. Just to kind of name a few drivers that got involved in that at some point or another. We know some fast repairs are going to be used here early on. I do expect Forrest Sparks to use his. He's got a meatball. And I don't mean spaghetti and meatballs either. The Rick Seabrands definitely had to use his. Kristen Perrine. Shane Ward. We'll see if some more had to use theirs or not. All right, well, up front, though, it is going to be Gabe Butler in the 88, Anthony Johnson, Andrew Zanto, Vicente, Dalton, John, Anthony English, Robert Hooligan, Harold Rother, and Dana Shepard. Well, folks, I will go ahead and announce it here tonight. I will not be here this next week. That is the wedding I've got to go help do with my job. Hopefully, Steven fills up to covering that. I know he is in chat here tonight. I know he'll let me know the closer time it gets. But work, you know, work happens. We're getting into the wedding season, so there's going to be a lot of those, I think. All right, lights are off on the pace truck. Anthony Johnson, Vicente Guerrero, Dalton Hayes, John Guerrero, Anthony English, Robert Hooligan, Dana Shepard, Harold Rothery, Les Levy, Ryan Whitaker, and let's see, okay, Vinny May Estes at 11, John Spizek 12, Dwayne Corbett, Jason Berg 13th, 14th, and Tristan Perron rounding out the top 15. Rim Wyatt is up here as well. Rim and Tristan keep changing places, so kind of hard to determine exactly what spot they're in. Woody out there in chat, rooting on Dana Shepard. So we got some Shepard fans in chat, as we always do. Oh, Steven, yeah. Still having some stomach pain problems. Trust me, I know the feeling. I still have chest problems, surgery, so. I know exactly what you're going through. I can honestly say that. I know when I get done broadcasting, especially if it's the race, has some hiccups, it keeps going. I know I when I stand up, it's like, Oh, we might have to get Eric to do it. That didn't feel good. Oh, reclining didn't feel good either, man. All right, here we go. Come back to chat here in just a minute. Anthony Johnson and Vicente going to get us going up front here. Coming to lap number 9 as the green flag drops. And that was a little late on the green there. The 0:23 of Anthony Johnson. And he was ready to go. I think the flag man, I think Eric is being up there running the flag out here tonight. Eric, you're going to have to be a little bit quicker on that flag there, buddy. That's Eric. Eric's drunk. Eric's running the flag out here tonight, folks, so yeah, blame him. All right. Bente. Oh, look at the run on the bottom here. Let me see here. That is the 489 of John Spizek, doing a little bit of blinking there, but he is on the bottom and getting a good run here with a 47. I believe that is Dalton Hayes, supposed to be in the 911. And that middle line starting to move here. Ryan Whitaker, Anthony English, Les Levy, Harold Rothery, and the 51 of Travis Elliott. Right in the middle here. The 10 is also moving up here. I believe that is Dallas Childers. Oh, stay off that wall. because I believe the 9 of Dwayne Corbett got a little close to the wall there. Now, I mean, they're running pretty good speeds here. You know, 100 and it looks like right now 176. So they're running about 182, 183 roughly, 185. So they're really, you know, running some good speeds. Like we've got Nico Murphy out there rooting on Ron. Of course, BOD's out there rooting on Ron as well. So we got a couple of Ron fans in chat. Oh, John Spizek, buddy, you got to get that blinking under control there, man. Gabe Butler still has not led a lap yet. 12 laps into this race. We got a long way to go. Watching the 121 here of Jason Berg as well. 3 wide in the middle. Not really, I mean, 3 wide at Dega is the normal. When you get 4 and 5 wide, though, that's when you start losing your britches because the things can go pretty south. Whoa, very quickly. And 62, 59, 814. Got a little dicey there. That is John Guerrero up on the top side of the 59. He has got the 43 of Dana Shepard on his tail. Now the top side's not really rolling. But John Spicett is up front on the bottom with the 47. Or 911 of Dalton Hayes behind him. Yeah, the all black flag would not be good. You would not have some happy driver if that happened. I will say that. But all 46 drivers, we have 46 that started, and all 46 are still out here. Now, Anthony Johnson is the only driver right at the moment a lap down. Oh, something is going on here with Rem Wyatt. Let me see here. Looks like he might have come down pit road, but yet missed his box or something? I don't know. But they have been out here now at about 9 laps. We are going to get real close to the fuel window. That is 44%. If you're just tuning in, roughly 10 to 15 laps, plus or minus 3 to 5, give or take. Ooh, 18, 59, 43, 18 got into the wall. Harold Rothery, 59 of John, and the 43 of Dana Shepard. Now, they were able to slow down enough. There was some according effect there, but they were able to keep it all straight. No harm, no foul. I'm sure they all were like, sorry, you know. But, you know, when you're running at a high road, whoa! 62 of Les Levy shot down to the bottom real quick. Almost got into the 126. But was able to control it. 3 wide, though, man, several rows deep. Here goes the 62 of Les. Now down to the bottom. Anthony English up on the top side here with Harold Rothery, John Guerrero, Dana Shepard. Who's going to lead this lap? 14 of Vicente. He's got 10 laps under his belt. He's going to move to the top side here, and that's going to kind of open the door up a little bit, but I don't think anybody's going to be able to get the run. Nope. Vicente going to have another lap That'll be lap number 11. You see some drivers starting to kind of fall back. Like the 10 of Dallas Childers was possibly trying to get to the bottom here. We are probably getting into our window of pit stops. We'll know more on the fuel when they do pit, especially if it is under green. We'll definitely have a good take on it. Harold Rothery down on the bottom. Dana Shepard coming up on him. This is the front group. This is our leaders. And it looks like the 14 of Vicente gonna hold on to that. Let's go check on everybody else. Adam Kilday, Ron Walters, Rick Sanchez, Travis Elliott, Ron Dial. Hello, Charles is out in chat here tonight too. Of course, the O'Reilly's Auto Parts here this evening. Big shout out to Charles. Rick right here in that 22nd spot. We started or qualified third. Andrew Santo, Travis Elliott, Ron Dial, Daniel Harrington, the 82, Nicholas Godina. We're gonna have a yellow here. And I am trying to find out where that was at. Got drivers going pretty much everywhere, so let me see here. Dwayne Corbett going around. Oh, this is exactly where it was at, I do believe. Looks like Dwayne Corbett. Oh, Dwayne went up top side, was probably thinking about going 3 wide, as well as the 85, and just, I think he might have tagged the 88 here of Gabe Butler, and then the 85 was right there of Adam Kilday, and really nothing Adam could have done in that situation. Car goes around. Looks like the 82, 78 going to be able to squeak by here. And then the 488, John Winkler, not going to be able to squeak by that because he was going down to the bottom. But Dwayne was also going to the bottom. And they kind of met right in the middle there. So John's going to have some damage as well. And I do imagine see everybody come down pit road here. All right, 25 of you out there right now tuning in, but we only have 3 likes. Smash the like button, folks. Haven't done so already, or as Eric would say, eat it. Lick it, lick it. Not eat it, lick it. Click the like button here tonight. Static electricity included. Free of charge. Yeah, everybody's coming down. All right, Gabe Butler looks like is going to lead that lap. He did not stop in his box, so I'm sure he'll go back around. He'll come back out, go back around, come back down. I would imagine he's been out here several laps, so but he will get a lap led. Christopher Jordan, it looks like, might have missed his box as well. Jeff Crosby Sr., several drivers not getting into their box. We'll probably see a few more come down. So, off of pit road first, who pitted? Vente Guerrero, John Guerrera, Vinny Maestas, Anthony English, Harold Rothery, Dana Shepard. Then we, of course, have Christopher Jordan, who's probably going to have to come back down. Then Les Levy, John Spizek, Robert Hooligan, Jeff Crosby Jr., Dalton Hayes, Ryan Whitaker. We'll let everything cycle through here in a minute. see where everybody lines up at. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Been an entertaining race here tonight for sure. A lot of action. Lap 22 probably when we get back green. Yeah, and it looks like Gabe Butler did come back down. No surprise. So that's going to put in order top 10, Vicente, John, Vinny, Anthony, Harold, Dana, Les, John Spizek, Jeff Crosby Jr., Robert Hooligan, Ryan Warp, Ryan Whitaker, Larry Eddy, Jason Berg, Ron Walters, top 15, Nicholas Godina, Dallas Childers, Tristan Perron, Sean Dion, Daniel Harrington, top 20. Eric out there throwing in O'ReillyAuto.com. Of course, that is our sponsor for the evening. All right, kind of just waiting here for that pace truck to dive off. Lap number 21 coming to lap number 22. Round number 2 here at Talladega. Big wide track of Talladega. All right, there goes that pace truck down to the safety of pit road, and something is going on here. Everybody having to get back in line here. Something happened. Here we go, folks. Vicente, John up front, row 1 into that start zone. Green's back out once again here tonight. Looks like that top line, boy, John went up to the top. Dana Shepard, Vicente, Anthony, John, Dana. It's like the 70 of Vinny going to get kind of left here as Harold Rothery goes to the bottom. We'll see what the 62 does of Les Levy. Here comes the 25. That is actually supposed to be the 482 of Godina. But Godina is on the bottom with Harold as well. Got more drivers going to the bottom. That top line, it looks like that top line is the preferred line here. All right, I got to step away real quick. I'll be right back, folks. We are still green. Truck Daka. Truck Daka. That's a new one. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind, Eric. Still 3 wide back here. As we see Les go to the bottom. Trying to get them other lines to move. At the moment, nothing is really working but that top line. I wonder if you get some laps on your tires is if the lane is changing. You know, you get about 7, 8, 9 laps. Then you can, kind of run, middle or the bottom. I wonder if that's what's happening. Oh, we got another yellow, though. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good size wreck. Back there around the 82 of Daniel Harrington. Oh, it looks like it actually was up here with the 025 and the 10. Larry Eddy and the 10. Let's find out what happened here. Oh, it looks like right there, the 906 got into the back of the 10. That is Ryan Whitaker. And that set the stage for sending the 10 down into the 025. And there wasn't really anything anybody could do after that. Looks like the 90, the 78, the 5. Oh, there is where the 82 is going to get it. Daniel Innocent bystander on the top side. And a pretty good size wreck, too, back there. It looks like the 5, 8, 14, 47. All right. Well, back under yellow here. We have a lost Larry Eddy, it looks like. He went ahead and took his truck behind the wall here this evening. Alrighty, Steven, we'll go get some sleep, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by here tonight. And Vicente going to lead them all down pit road. Yep, looks like everybody coming down now. Oh, it looks like Bubba got a black flag here. Probably entering too fast in the pits. All right, well, off of pit road first is going to be Jeff Crosby Jr., then Anthony English, John Guerrera, Dana Shepard, Ryan Warp, Robert Hooligan, Vinny Maestas, Les Levy, John Spizek, Harold Rothery, Gabe Butler, Jason Berg, Ryan Whitaker, Nicholas Godina, Shane Ward, Andy Brigante, Tristan Perron, James Mayer, Rick Seabranch, Jeff Crosby Sr. All right, well, let's get an early report here. If we can, I'm just going to go ahead and choose James because I can, and it seems like he doesn't mind doing it. So we're going to go ahead and pull James up here real quick, get a race recap. What's going on down there, James? No, you're currently running about where you started out here, about 18th right now, started 17th. Had some hiccups down there on the track, but I think that's track conditions. Man, it's very hot down there like we seen Thursday. But how you feeling?
I was feeling good to start. And then got caught up in that first wreck. So we're going to go back to trying to play it safe and save our trucks over there at the end.
Yeah, and it looks like you did not have to use a fast repair, I guess, which is a good thing.
Yeah, not yet. We had some damage on just about every side of it, but they were able to fix it, and we can hang in the pack for now. So
Okay, all right.
we're gonna do that, and so we're there at the end for this thing.
Well, we're only on lap 27 or probably 29 when we go green, so we got a long way to go. What are you gonna have to do other than staying out of trouble? And I mean, I guess there's a lot going on down there that we only can see so much.
Yeah, when it comes time to get some track position and get up there, we're gonna have to find a couple of good trucks to hook up with, and take the runs and keep the runs going when we can get them. So that's the big thing here. It's the draft package. You get the run, you got to take it, and you got to stay in it. So that's what we'll need. We'll need some help, some good helpers, and just take the runs, and hopefully a lane opens up for us.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll let you get back to it, James. It looks like you fell back, but hey, it's early, so anything can happen,
Yeah.
buddy. Good luck down there, and hopefully you don't have to use the fast repair. But like I said, if you do, you have it just in case. So
hopefully we can hang on to that as long as we can.
right. All right, bud. Good luck.
All right. Thanks.
Yep. All right. Well, that is the James Bear down there. All right, up front, gonna be Anthony English, John Guerrero, row number 1, a lap 29. Like Murphy out there rooting on Ron. That would be the 481 here of Ron. All right, here we go. Pace truck down to the safety of pit road. Coming into that start zone once again. Green is back out. Here we go. Yes, when you use a fast repair, it uses a set of tires too. So, but they have unlimited tires. It's the fuel that is the problem. But yeah, it does use a set of tires. Well, if you use a fast repair, it's going to do all 4, but you can. Oh, we've got a truck in the grass. Several of them in the grass. No yellow. We stay green, but man, that really checked everybody up. Looks like Scott Warren has a black flag here, though. But we stay green. When you come down pit road, you can change 2 tires or 4 tires. You can either change right sides or left sides. But when you use a fast repair, it automatically does all 4. So yeah, they be mowing. I think they mowed a little bit too much. Lap number 30. Oh, lap 31 now as it updates. Oh, Nicholas some grass here. Looks like he is gonna not be able to save it. He's gonna go around, and the yellow is gonna come out. We actually caught that. But I wonder what happened to him here to cause all that. It looks like he was coming up on the 62, and right there it was. That's kind of what caused him to get onto the apron. But spinning it, boy, I'm surprised he didn't get into the 39 right there. And he almost had it saved. But right here, it looped. And then right there is where yellow comes out. Nicholas Godina and a quick yellow here. So now the pace truck, they're going to catch back up. They're going to catch up to the pace truck here. All right, Steven. Well, tomorrow night, Checkered Flag of Motorsports, CFM, starts up their season right here on MaxspeedTV. Then Monday, we will be in action for the Spring Fling for OP. All right, everybody coming down pit road here. All right, so up front, got John Spizek, Jason Berg, Tristan Perrine, John Winkler, Anthony English, John Guerrero, Ryan Ward, Vicente Guerrero, Gabe Butler, Dallas Childers. Everybody did stop, it looks like. Nobody is going to have to come back down, but we may see a few come down. John Spizek back up front or up front. He's led a couple of laps here. David Casper out there in chat. How you doing there, buddy? How's storm chasing going on? Or is it going? Or do you even chase? All right, lights should go off on the pace truck here. Yep, lights are off, and several did come down, I do believe. Yep, several came down pit road. So, starting with it looks like Rick Sanchez, Andy Bergante, Rick Seabrands, James Mayer. So about your 28th on back came down pit road. Might have a few in there that didn't come down, but for the most part, most of them did. John is going to get us going here. Lap number 30 of 5. All right, pace truck will make that dive to the safety of a pit road. And there it goes. John Spizek, Jason Berg, Tristan Perrine, John Winkler, Anthony English. To lap number 35 here, getting into that restart zone momentarily. And here we go. Green's out. Boy, that was a checkup down on the bottom, if I ever say so myself. Back here around Anthony, the 480, Brian Warp. Wow. But everybody was able to hang on to it. Nobody, got into one another, it looks like. So that's a good thing. Well, the 48 way up there against the wall. .906. Ryan Whitaker started 28th, currently running in 12th at the moment. Got a long way to go. Oh, my good buddy Dave Hunt right there. Started 33rd, running in 11th. Gonna have some 3 wide action here. A lot of movement up here. If they do not get it situated out, it might not turn out so pretty. Gonna have to be careful. All right, just kind of keeping an eye out on everything. Bubba Windingham. Oh, no, Big Rick! Big Rick! Like, gonna be going up here around the 14. Oh, no! Bazente. Oh, no, this isn't good. It looks like possibly him. Oh, well, and well, there was a lot of carnage up here, looks like. Looks like the 88, the 62 make contact, then the 14 right there, and then the 70 into the 14, and, well, we seen what happened behind them. Just a big mess. Huge mess. Like I said, probably be easier on this one again to go through on who was not involved, but there was a lot of them. The 480, 44, 25, 14, and several more. Oh, yellow back out once again here. Big one. Yep, big one. We have lost, looks like a Hooligan and Sean Dion have both taken their trucks behind the wall. They did have a fast repair, it looks like, but it doesn't look like they're going to use it. Vicente does have a meatball on his truck, so he will probably have to use a fast repair here. Usually a meatball is required damage, required pit stop, required, it's required, get it fixed. So situation like that, you're probably just going to have to use your fast repair. I know Vicente probably doesn't want to, but probably going to be the case. All right, so far we've got 13 votes in total. Right now, the 5 to 8 is leading with 54%. We'll go ahead and check it right at the moment. Right now, we're setting at 5 cautions here. Well, 11 lead changes. So we've had some leaders out here. So off of pit road first is going to be Christopher Jordan, but he didn't pit. So Les Levy, Gabe Butler, John Guerrera, Jason Berg, Data Shepard, Rick Sanchez, Andy Bergante, Anthony English, and Travis Elliott will round out the top 10 if Christopher does come back down, which I would imagine he would. I don't think he will stay out there, knowing that everybody behind him is pitted, and Christopher has led a lap, so yeah, AAG 2448. Yeah, they're averaging about a caution about every 8 or 9 laps at the moment. Of course, we've still got a lot of laps to go here, AAG. So, if we get a green flag stop, which is a very big possibility still yet, then, of course, that's going to separate some drivers. We'll see a group come down, and then we'll see another group come down, and we'll probably even see a big group come down. That's when we'll definitely have to watch them coming down pit road. That could be a problem. We'll check those track temps here. Still 134-degree track temp. It hasn't really come down much. It's still definitely warm down there on the racing surface. So I'm sure they're feeling every single bit of it as well. Not much wind either, at about 2 miles an hour. 94 laps here. Now tomorrow night, I believe they run 80 laps. We'll be at everyone's favorite super speedway, Daytona. Can't wait for tomorrow. Yeah, I was approached on that by. Well, I was approached by Anthony, but I know all the admins over there at CFM had a lot to do with it too. So big shout out to them. But I was approached and asked about it. So I said, you know what? It's short races. Why not? So All right. Well, here we go. Coming into the green here. All right, Anthony. I'll try to get to that. All right, here we go. Coming back to the green here. And Les Levy's going to be on the loud pedal here. Gabe Butler, Jason Bird, John Guerrera. And we've got a quick yellow. Wow. I don't know where that happened at, but maybe back here. Oh, let me see here. That has 93093. Oh, Tristan, what happened there, buddy? It looks like Tristan got on the loud pedal here, and it just, he got popped right there. But the pace truck was already coming back out, so I don't know. Was it further back? All right, I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but I guess we'll go ahead and talk to. It looks like Zonto has got some damage on that car here. I believe it might have been from earlier. Yeah, it looks like it was from earlier here. Yeah, all right. Looks like Zonto is coming down pit road here. Let me go ahead and see here if I can pull up Zonto real quick. Have a talk with him. Andrew, got a copy there, buddy?
Yes, I do. Hey.
Hey, man. Well, I know it's early. Ish. Early-ish. But, you know, we got some laps still yet. I know you're coming back out here. You got some damage on the front of that truck. So first question is, is that damage causing any problems?
Well, we really didn't get up to speed because Anthony accidentally threw out the caution. I had to throw him under the bus right there for that one. He meant to clear black flags and he hit the wrong button.
Oh,
happens to the best of us.
Oh man, I am not gonna let him live that down. All right, just so you know, just so you know.
The damage is definitely going to be holding me back. I'm probably definitely going to need people in front of me and behind me to maintain my spot. But I think I can repair the car all the way without a fast repair. I only got like about a minute 40 seconds left.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm going to need another caution.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to be coming up on that halfway mark here pretty quickly. So, still got some laps left here for you, Andrew. So, good luck down there. Looks like we're going to be going back green here pretty quickly. So I'll let you get back to it, buddy. Good luck down there for the rest of the endeavor. And, keep that 06 red, white, and blue truck as clean as you can keep it.
I'll try to. It won't be like Daytona last week.
All right. All righty, buddy. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that is Andrew Zonto. Looks like John Spizik has taken his truck behind the wall. Oh no. So does anybody know if John Spizik has entered chat here tonight? Hey, Belva. How you doing? Yeah, I know, right, Eric? Sounds like Anthony's going to have to move the caution and clear black flag button away from one another, so that does not happen again. But that happens to the best of us. So I've made some mistakes, broadcasting as well. So. All right, here we go. Green's back out. Yeah, Belva, that 06 truck is beautiful. I like it. Of course, I'm a big patriotic person, so anything red, white, and blue that remotely looks like it's patriotic, I'm a big fan. Alex Green out there. Fast repair doesn't change tires. Oh, okay. I thought it did. I was always told that it did when you used a fast repair. It changes tires as well. So that is news to me. Thank you for that information there, Alex. Appreciate it. Learn something new every day, folks. For wide open. 82-33, 513. Oh, no. We are 4 wide, door and door. No, 33-5. Oh, they were door. Now the 5 is going around. Oh, no. All right, well, let's see here. We've seen the 4 wide between the 15, the 33, the 5, and the 13. And then we also seen the 5 and the 33 here doing some dooring at one another. And then right there, it looks like the 33 was trying to, do some dooring again. I think he might have come up just a little bit too strong there. And right into the 5. But when you're dooring like that, there's not really not much you can do. But that is Rick Sanchez here, and then Rick, the air catches the bottom. These two won the only drivers involved in this, but the air catches the bottom of that car, the undercarriage, right as he hits the wall, and Rick Sanchez goes lid for lid here. Does look like he might have landed back on, oh golly, yeah, he landed on all fours all right after turning into a mini helicopter here right there. But, man, oh, another yellow. Where is Moose Pie? I have not seen Moose out here tonight. How's the race and cautions? All right, 7 yellows. We just hit the 7 yellow mark. But other than that, race is going pretty well. Yep, no Moose yet. Study Benfield has taken it behind the wall. Now, Rick Sanchez doesn't look like he used a fast repair or anything. We'll see here if he does. Well, he hadn't come down. Nobody's come down pit road yet, so we'll see here if he uses a fast repair. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I am so exhausted. I'm trying to keep myself focused. Had a long day. Had a long night and a long day. I thought it was going to be even longer, but it worked out. So we were able to bring you the action here tonight on MaxspeedTV. I DJ as well, for everybody that doesn't know. The same company I set up bounce houses for, I also DJ with. So thought we was gonna have to make some changes here tonight, but it worked out. So, but I am extremely exhausted. John Winkler, Vicente Guerrero, Gabe Butler, Dana Shepard, John Guerrero, Les Levy, Andy Brigante, Harold Rothery, Vinny Mastis, Christopher Jordan there, running out our top 10. Rim Wyatt does have a black flag here. I would imagine possibly speeding. Not entirely sure. It looks like he is going to get his lap back here, though. That will put him on the lead lap. We're about to find out. Yeah, Rim Wyatt's going to get his lap back. Ron Walters is on pit road, but he is going to be coming right back out. Scott Warren is also in his pit box. So Rick Seabrand's in his pit box here. A couple of drivers have, unfortunately, Rick being one of them, as well as Rim Wyatt, who just got his lap back. They have had to use their fast repair. Now, I do want to check on the 5 of Rick Sanchez. He did not use his fast repair, so he does still have it. He just sat on pit road and then just got the damage fixed. So probably a smart move. Still plenty of laps left here to go at Talladega. What do you say, folks, on the next yellow? We pull up Anthony here and pick on him about throwing that yellow earlier. Only halfway? Well, yeah, I know. 44, 50, coming up on 49, so. About 45 laps still yet to go here, roughly. Oh, yeah, stranger things have happened before. Yep, definitely so. You're not wrong there. We've got 23 watching and 7 likes, so 3 shy from 10. We hit our 10 like mark here tonight. I know we were at one point 27 people out there watching, and I do appreciate all the 23 or more of you that is out there tuning in and holding on with us here tonight. Just smash the like button as the pace car, or in this case, pace truck, and dives off to the safety of pit road. Here we go. Green is back out. Vente on the loud pedal. Gabe Butler. John Guerrero. John Winkler. Oh, no. Did Gabe? Yeah, I think Gabe just got a black flag. Dave Hunt has one as well. We'll see here if they're cleared or not. Something happened that they got a black flag, probably a passing before they Yeah, Gabe Butler is going to have to come down pit road here, but it looks like we're going to have a yellow, though. Is this going to affect him? Looks like he's probably going to have to come back down and serve it again, but a yellow is out. So let's find out where that yellow came out and where. Right up here with the 121. I don't have a 121. Do I? Yes, I do. Right there, Jason Berg. Never mind, I found him. Oh no, what happened here between Jason and Vinny? We'll get a closer look here in the torque lift. Not forklift, torque lift. Looks like right there is where it all started here. Maybe a little bit of net code, but yeah, they definitely made contact for sure between the 70 and the 121. That's going to send the 121 down right into the 13, the 48. And the 121 is going to come back up onto the track right in front of the 43 of Dana Shepard. The 51 of Travis Elliott is also going to get some damage with something happened that right there with him. He's going to slam into the wall. Dana also going to have some damage. And, oh, man, if you watch here, let's get on the 42 here. I don't think the 42 of Justin Wine had any time to react here because he sees the 51 and just plows right into Travis Elliott. Just really nothing he could have done. I mean, he could have slammed on his brakes, but then Andrew Santo of the 06 was right behind him. So if that was to have happened, then, you know, oh, it looks like Andrew did hit him. My bad. So Andrew hit him and then sent him flying right up into the 51. So Andrew did hit the 42 of Justin. Unfortunately, Justin has taken his car behind the wall, as well as the 82 of Daniel Harrington. So we have lost 7 drivers so far that have taken it behind the wall. Tristan Perrine down here, he's been sitting on pit road a bit. Stoney Benfield, he is out on the track, but he does have a black flag. He'll have to serve it here in a little bit. Now, it does look like Gabe Butler was able to serve his, because he was on pit road when that yellow come out. He was in the process of serving it. So it looks like he will be good to go. That is going to leave, it looks like, 37 drivers at the moment on the lead lap. And they are slowly dwindling down here. $43 laps left here tonight. Demon Tech, how you doing out there? Sim crashed. Oh no! Oh no! That ain't good. That is Daniel Harrington, I do believe. Yeah, that is Daniel Harrington here in the 82. He says his sim crashed, so he is getting back in here. Man, that not good. that not good at all. All right, here we go. Vicente, John Les, Andy, Harold, Jeff Crosby Sr., Andrew Schroeder, Dallas Childers, Anthony Johnson, Jeff Crosby Jr., top 10. Pace truck will dive off here to the safety of a pit road. Did Daniel make it back out there? Yes, he did. He is going to be a lap down, but a yellow, he'll be back on the lead lap. So all he needs is a quick yellow here. All right, well, here we go. And the green is back out. Vicente on the loud pedal, followed by the 62 of Les, the 59 of John. Winding down the final laps here tonight. Still, several laps to go. All right, 3 wide. Vicente holding strong here. Looks like Scott Warren, Stony Benfield. Stony is serving his black flag. Scott Warren in the 76 has a black flag here. He will have to serve it within 3 laps. Oh, another yellow, Big Rick. All right. Well, let's find out. Oh, the 47. I do not have a 47. Let me see here. A 480, maybe? If I can get back here on the 480. Yep, Ryan Warp. Oh, it looks like, right down here. Okay, so it might have been with the 480 of Ryan, the 59 here. Oh, it looks like the 18 and the 59. It looks like the 59 was trying, that is John Guerrero, was trying to push Harold, but Harold ended up getting up into the wall, and John was right there, and then the 480, well, it looks like was able at the moment to squeeze by, but then Vinny, a wrong spot, wrong time, and right down into the 6 of a Bubba Winningham. He had no time to react, and nothing he could have done. Right in front of the 480, the 59. 70 is going to lose some pieces. The 15, look, the 995. Boy, Bubba took a ride. 47. We'll go cockpit here with Bubba in just a second. 25, the 5, the 70, the 480, the 211. There might have been a few more in there that ended up getting a little bit of damage here. All righty, folks. Well, we're going to go on board here with the 6 of Bubba Winningham as we take a ride with him. If you get motion sickness, don't watch because, Bubba just an innocent bystander here, and he just didn't have no reaction time. And he goes on his lid here and does land back on all fours, but, the damage is already there. And Bubba does not have a fast repair left, unfortunately. Now, Ryan Warp does, but he also has a meatball, and his engine just blew. So he is going to have to coast it down here to pit road and get that fast repair used up and get it back out there on the track. All right, our caution count number here tonight, we are setting at 9 yellows. So we are now in that 9+ mark. We will go ahead and end the poll there. And that way, because we're right there at that 9+, so no sense in keeping it up any longer than we have to. Eric. Yeah, Alex, I know. I know you're not too happy. But it is only round 2, so, give the benefit of the doubt. Still got drivers out here that's, trying to, race around other drivers and stuff that, they've never raced around, so. Yeah, you'll get it fixed up. You'll get it. Yeah, I know you will. All right. Well, the lights should go off. Now, John Winkler also has a black flag here. It looks like we've got some drivers. Like Gene Watkinson got a black flag, possibly entering a closed pit. John Winkler, not sure. Oh, he's got some major problems on that truck. Like he's got some, looks like some major issues. Not sure, but yeah, it's coming back out here though. So it looks like he will start at the tail end. Hey, bud. All right, Berg, Guerrero, Levy, Schroeder, Santo, Corbett, Johnson, Elliott, Butler, Rothery. Top 10. All right, here we go. Back into the restart zone. And here we go. Back underway here tonight at Talladega. Oh man, I'm already yawning. Been yawning all night. I have to watch back here around the 023 of the 88. Gabe Butler starting to try to make a move onto the outside here. He can get some help, and he's got some help with the 33, 53, and even the 76 of Scott Warren coming up. It doesn't look like Scott's going to stay on the outside, though. He's going to go right up the middle. And Gabe Butler, ooh. Gabe Butler, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. on the outside here with a 53 of Dave Hunt. Then in the middle here, let me see here if I can find who is in the middle. That is the 13 of Andy Brigante, the 121 of Jason Berg, and now the 62 of Les Levy onto the outside. All the way back to the tail end of this field is going to be James Mayer. No, scratch that. The 85 of Adam Kilday is right behind James. That's the top 23. And then Rick Seabrand's leading a group back here. Second group, that is going to be going to Ryan Warp. And Jeff Crosby Sr. is coming up on him as well. Shane Ward, Gene Watkinson, Ron Walters. You've got some drivers a lap down. John Guerrera, Vinny Ballestas. Study Benfield, 2 laps down. Tristan Perrine, 4 laps down. And Bubba Winningham on pit road, 6 laps down. 39 drivers still out on the racing surface, though. But, you know, I got to say, you know, even with the yellows, Alex, I mean, it's still been a lot of action out here on the track. They have been keeping me awake. So, I will say it's been a pretty good race. Yeah, cautions, you know, are up there, but, you know, for all intents and purposes, man, it's only round 2. So, you know, I'm thrilled. I'm cool with it. I am tired, but, you know, it is what it is. 34 laps left to go here tonight. Still got plenty of laps, and you know, for anything to happen. As we was talking to, of course, James Mayer earlier here, and you know, he's saying just have to keep that truck clean, and you know, he still has not, you know, had to use that fast repair, which is a good thing. I know a lot of drivers out here have. Vicente Guerrero, Jason Berg, Travis Elliott, Anthony Johnson, Dwayne Corbett, and 4 Sparks, just to name a few that are still out on the racing racetrack. Yeah. 4 drivers that is on the racetrack that is laps down. Now, Bubba, he is on pit road, so he is several laps down, about 8. So, I mean, you can include him if you want, but with him not being out on track, it's kind of hard to include him. But yeah, Bub out there. Race Forest Race instead of Run Forest Run. If y'all do not know where that comes from, then y'all are y'all need to go watch Forrest Gump, all right? Forrest Sparks, though, running good. I mean, I gotta say, you know, after, you know, having some hiccups here tonight and having to use the fast repair, that 161 machine has, you know, been running strong. He started 45th. He's just outside of the top 10 and 12. So, you know, anything can happen. Now, we do have to remind everybody, though, that our round 1 winner went to Adam Kilday last week. That race sponsored by Bubba Winningham. Adam Kilday, let's see. I don't think there's Andy Bergante. I don't think Adam made it here tonight. Oh, yeah, he did. There he is, right there, the 85. Duh. Earth to Medlock, and that just shows you how tired I am. But yeah, Adam is here. Adam is looking to go back-to-back in the first 2 races of the season. Looking to capitalize and grab some more points. Of course, he's already got the win. He just needs now to get his starts, and he'll be locked into the playoffs here. That'll start on August the 8th. Still a long way to go for that, though. Long way to go. Yeah, I know, Bub, but I'm tired. You know, I say everybody's name 900,000 times, but you know that doesn't help the situation that I'm exhausted. I had a late night. I did not get in bed until this morning, and until 5, and it took me probably a couple hours to fall asleep. And then I had to be right back at Bowling World at 9:30. So yeah. I did get done early though. I got done at 2 there, but I was so worried about, you know, having to deal with, you know, early tonight, but that worked out. So yeah, I'm extremely exhausted. Yes, 3 wide here. We're gonna keep an eye on it, and that is the 47. Not have a 47. It's not Dalton Hayes here. Yeah, that is Dalton Hayes in the middle. 47 on the truck, 911 in the driver bar. The 06 of Zonto right behind him. The 13, the 10. There's the 88, 44, 33. They all dropped it in the middle here. That kind of left the 53 of Dave Hunt. I mean, he's got help, but, man, all right. We look like we got Jason Bird coming down pit road. We are getting into possibly some pit stops here. They have been out here roughly about 11, 12 laps, so we could see a green flag pit stop here late into the race. I remember when those dump cups come out. $47, of course, that is Dalton Hayes, 911, going to lead a lap here. Oh, wow. Boy, that was close. I do not know how he made that stick. And I don't know how James Mayer didn't get into the back of him. Oh, no, 48. Oh, no, 48 into the wall. Oh, no! Andrew Schroeder, hard lick into the wall. Looks like there was some bumping and banging going on right here. Let's find out here. Looks like possibly... Ooh, it looks like Andrew got on the apron there, which upset that car. Well, that truck, vehicular, whatever, and then it was kind of on from there. The 18, the 44 making contact right behind the swerving Schroeder here. And after that contact is made, that sent Anthony right down into Andrew, and Andrew takes a hard lick into the outside of the wall. And it looks like they up ahead of them was able to keep it straight. But Andrew Schroeder taking a hard lick here. Now, he does have a fast repair, but it looks like he had to tow to pit road. Got Mr. Meatballs. That's what I'm going to call him. Mr. Meatballs. Or Mr. Meatball. It's a possibility that he did. If he did, I didn't hear it. But he does definitely have a meatball, Mr. Meatball. Well, I'll have to use that fast repair. That is going to send him a lap down, no doubt about it. John Guerrera, John Winkler, Andrew Schroeder, 1 lap down at the moment. Looks like everybody coming down pit road, though. No question about it. Takes so long to tow. Man, all right. Well, Rick Sanchez, Dalton Hayes, Scott Warren, Jason Berg, Vicente, Harold, Andy, Travis, James, Les. Going to round out our top 10 here. Adam Kilday coming out, Zonto, Wart, Mark Mann. You know, we haven't talked to Mark lately. How about we go get Mark Mann up here real quick? Mark, got a copy?
Yo, what's going on, brother?
Hey, man, I know we haven't talked to you in a while. About time to do so. You know, it's, we've had some yellows out here tonight. Things are starting to, kind of thin out a little bit, but still a lot of laps left to go. You're sitting in 17th right now. What's it going to take for the Wrangler Batavis Prime truck to get up there and win the race here this evening?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna take a lot of luck because getting up in that mix is pretty scary right now. I mean, we've had 10 cautions and we still got 24 laps left, so I assume that we're gonna get more. But at some point, you got to get in the mix, and you're gonna have to take a chance and hope for the best and see what happens.
Hope for the best, but expect the worst, right?
I am expecting the worst. Yes, absolutely.
Always expecting the worst. Well, let's hopefully the worst doesn't happen. But yeah, we've already seen a handful, almost a dozen cautions. We've had 10, so and we could have a dozen or a baker's dozen. It's only race 2 of the season, so still, these new drivers, they're still, trying to get used to y'all, and y'all are trying to get used to them. So, it comes with the territory. Yep.
A lot of new faces, and just have to get through the next few races so everybody learn to race with each other.
Right. All right. Well, it looks like the yellow for the lights are going to go off the pace truck here. So, no, there ain't no way y'all can make it to the end. Y'all will have to pit at least once.
Yep. One more time.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get that under green.
Oh, that'll change things.
That'd be great, actually. That'd be awesome.
All right. It'll fall right into your wheelhouse.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, get in and out clean.
Well, all righty, Mark. We'll let you get to it, man. Good luck.
All right, brother.
All right. We'll get him back down there to his team here. Mark Mann down there. Looks like Jeff Crosby Jr. is coming back out. I don't think I'll have time to talk to anybody else. Let's see here if I can't even. Yeah, I'll just have to wait here. I'm gonna try to get Jeff Crosby Jr. here at some point if we can. If Rick wins, we can call him Rick Roll. I'm gonna tell him you said that, Eric. Oh my gosh, bub. All right, well, here we go. Green is back out, and there we go again. Oh no! Rick Sanchez. All right, it was cleared. Okay, so he did get a black, but it is cleared. So like something happened there, but looks like everybody is okay for now, and we are rolling here. And Eric again late on the green here. Eric, I'm gonna take away those flags and give them to somebody else if you don't stop it. You had one job. Belleville, Rickacopter. All right, a little bit of 3 wide action back here. 1385, 1806, 978. And a little bit of 3 wide even behind them here, too. And it's going to be the 09375 211, it looks like, of Mean Gene Watkinson. Now, I didn't make it up. He has Mean Gene on the back of the truck, so... Earning some heli hours, yeah. Travis Elliott, grabbing his first lap here, started 42nd. Martin Mann up here with him as well in a P2. James Mayer P3, Scott Warren P4, Dalton Hayes in a current P5. Still a lot of laps. They coming to 20 to go, though. Winding down the final laps here. This time by 20 laps will remain. Oh, no. Yellow is that, and I think Mark Mann got involved in that. I believe he did. Oh, no. If he did, I am going to feel bad. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like it did start up here with Mark and the 76 here. So down into the corner, looks like the 76 goes low, and maybe a little bit of net code caused it, but definitely some contact after the fact. And I don't know how in the world Mark was able to squeak through that with the minimum damage, but then it kind of stacked up behind him. 121. The 14, the 13, and I think it was on like Donkey Kong after that one. Let me see here. It looks like that's that. It looked worse when it was actually happening, but it looks like the 211 also. Gene Watkinson going to get some damage off of that one. So, yeah. And another one bites the dust. Broadcaster Gene strikes again, and MaxspeedTV bingo cards. Hey, that's not a bad idea. All right, well, 20 to go here tonight. No. Even if they pit here, I don't. I don't think they would be able to make it. But then again, I could be wrong. I think it'll be close. All right. Well, Scott Warren Company going to lead them all down here. Oh, man. All right. Well, let's see here if I can find one of the new drivers here. Hmm. Well, let me first go ahead and see if we can talk to Jeff Crosby Jr. here. All right, Jeff Crosby Jr., Joshua Medlock in the booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Hey, man, I know it's been an up and down night. You do have a lap led, but you know that most important lap is that final lap here coming up in about 19 laps. But, man, talk about it. You know, started 11th, you're running second. You know, it's been kind of a hit and miss. It looks like you're doing great. What's it going to take here, buddy?
Honestly, I'm gonna follow that 44 in front of me. It seems like he's got the good idea about these trucks and these races. So I think the goal was to try to run in every position tonight, and I feel like I did. Uh, it's been a fun night. No, he stayed out here, and I figured before we were gonna come down pit road, I thought to myself that he was gonna stay out, so I was just gonna stick with him because we got to pit again, no matter what. So it'll be a longer fuel stop, but can't be that much. I think we'll be all right here.
Okay.
I'm hoping we can get a green flag run here because it's kind of been all over the place tonight. But we'll see.
I mean, if you get, you know, let's say 4 or 5 laps and y'all pit, that y'all can make it to the end, couldn't you?
Yeah, for sure. I think we're aiming for, I don't know, maybe 82-ish, 83 around there. So if we can get there, and we'll have enough fuel, especially for green white checkers, that's going to be huge too, because it seems like it's going to get pretty crazy. 3 laps to go. So
all right. Well, I guess we'll find out, buddy. Good luck down there. I know 18 laps doesn't seem like a lot, which it's not, but at a track like Talladega, a lot can happen real quick.
oh yeah, you can end up on the inside wall, the outside wall, especially with how these restarts have been. It's been crazy. Everybody's going 3 wide within the first 5 seconds. So we're gonna try to keep it clean here. It's been a fun race. I've just been doing my own thing here, hanging out with Dad, and we're just having a good time.
All right. Well, you know, do what you got to do down there, buddy. Good luck for the rest of the race here tonight. You'll probably be more than likely our last interview here, unless something crazy happens. But you know, good luck down there for the rest of the race. And you know, I'm going to go ahead and say it. You do have, you know, you do have the fast repair if you need it. Let's hope you don't need it.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, but I mean, if I have to, I'll do it. It's okay.
All righty, buddy. Well, good luck.
Thank you. Hopefully, I'll talk to you here soon.
All righty. All right. Jeff Crosby Jr. down there hanging out with his dad, Jeff Crosby Sr. Down there in the Team 10 channel. Of course, you know, Saturdays does not have teams. race truck down to the safety of pit road once again. It'll be 17 to go here at the line. Anthony English on point. And into that start zone once again. And the green's out. And there we go again, Eric. Come on. You know, you had one job here tonight. And, you know, I think one time you were able to, you know, throw the green flag at the correct time. But, you know, ever since then, you know, it's been late. That was in your eye. Oh my gosh. Woo. Your hat blew off. Oh, man. All right. Anthony Eagles, Travis Elliott, James Mayer kind of pushing out front. Gabe Butler, Jeff Crosby Jr. Jeff Crosby Jr. is behind the 88 of Gabe Butler in that middle line here. I wonder if they'll go to the bottom or if they'll stay right there. Andrew Zanto now, we're going to peek out of the outside. He kind of got, you know, he went out there and nobody went with him. So he does have some help, it looks like, coming up on him, though. That is the 480, though, of Ryan Warp. And the 78 of Christopher Jordan. And the 06 going to drop it down in the middle line in front of the 121 of Jason Berg. 3 wide, still yet right up ahead of him. Anthony English still leading the way here. Still a lot to go. You know, we get down there to the 12-13 to go mark. And I would expect we're going to see some drivers shoot down pit road for their final stop. Oh, really, Charles? Do you not race anymore? I think I've seen you a handful of times, if I remember correctly. I don't see you, you know, as often as I see Rick, but I don't think I ever, ever seen your dad. I might have. Any more yellows? Well, we're at 11, so we have had a few. But we are coming down to the wire here. Oh, your road races. Oh, okay. All righty. Alex, are you at work? Whoa, getting a little wiggly on the top side. 76 of Scott Warren, yeah. I figured you was. Whoa, it's gonna be a chaos. Here we go. Oh, no. Yellow is out. We're going to go ahead and get up here to Scott Warren here. And Rick Sanchez in the 5. And it looks like right here, Rick goes low. And I don't know if Rick got into the back of Scott. If he did, he glitched through him. Looks like right there. Yeah, I think he might have got him. From that angle, it looks like he got into him. And yeah, he got into him. It got him loose here. Right there, you can see the little jump there. Wasn't much of a jump, but you can see it. 76 was squirrely, though, as well. And, yeah, you know, it was kind of on from there. Scott's trying to save it, but, you know, Rick, he's, you know, a full head of steam here, and then right up into the back of Scott Warren, and then it was just, you know, kind of a pile up from there. Looks like Zonto is going to get it. The 25, the 59, Might have been easier to go through who was not involved in this. The 18 of Rothery, the 47, the 82, the 39, and probably several more there too. I can't keep pausing it. It's going to make people sick. Oh, well, 13 to go. So this is going to put them. This is going to put them within the window to make it to the end of regulation. I do expect everybody to come down. I don't expect anybody to stay out. If they do, they are playing a dangerous game here. All right, does look like Scott Warren has a meatball. Dana Shepard has a black flag. All right, well, I think we can get one more interview in. And I think with that, we're going to pull up Anthony English here. He's going to be rolling out. Anthony, got a copy?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, man. Well, it's been kind of a up and down night. A lot of good battles out there, but some yellows out here. You know, I'll say it again. It's only race 2. So, but with that being said, man, you're running pretty strong. You started up toward the front. You've been kind of here and there. But, you know, it's late in the race now, winding down the final, 11 or so laps. You know, what's it going to take? You got a lot of hungry drivers around you. Gabe, James, Travis, Vicente, Dave, Les, Adam, just to kind of name a few of them. Yeah, what's it going to take other than survival?
Well, I mean, you said it. It's pretty much looking like one of those survival type races. I kind of don't understand a little bit. The truck actually feels really good. The heat's not affecting too much other than just how long you can push. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on tonight. I just think this whole week has had like that, like full moon effect going on or something.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You know, it all started with I think Monday, and then it kind of went throughout the the week. But you know, we're only race 2. I know things will clear up throughout the season. You hate that it does that, and I'm sure, but you know that's part of it. Still a lot of new drivers out here. Everybody's trying to learn who they can work with, who they can race around, who they can't. But you know the final 12 laps here, bud. I know you're up front. Y'all can make it from here, correct?
Yeah. I mean, regulation we can make.
Regulation we can make.
I don't know how many green white checkers we'd be able to go through, but yeah, at least for the moment we're looking solid. So now it's just about trying to stay up here.
All right, stay up front, stay out of trouble. Of course, we know wrecks has happened pretty much throughout the entire field: front, middle, back, apron. I think we had a little bit of everything. So you know, it doesn't really matter where you're at on the track. If something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta hope you got a little bit of luck on your side. I hope it's either not near you or way in front of you or way behind you.
Yeah, right. All righty, Anthony. We'll let you get to it. Pace truck lights are off, so you know, good luck up there for the rest of the endeavor here tonight, buddy. Good luck.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that is Anthony English out here tonight. Of course, like I said, he's got a lot of hungry drivers out here round 2 with him. Gabe Butler, James Mayer, Travis Elliott, Vicente Guerrero, Dave Hunt, Les Levy, Adam Kilday, Rick Sanchez. Adam, of course, won round 1. He is looking to go back to back. Rick Sanchez, Jeff Crosby Jr., Forrest Sparks, Dwayne Corbett, Rick Seabrands, Christopher Jordan, Andy Brigante, just to round out our top 15. But, folks, we have got 34 drivers on the lead lap. So it is still, anybody's race, no doubt about it. Gene Watkinson and John Winkler is, the only 2 drivers 1 lap down. So, they would need, a yellow or 2 to get back on the lead lap. But it is still very doable. Even late into the race, it is still very, very much doable. They're just going to need a miracle for that to happen. Now, John Guerrera has taken his car behind the wall. Justin Wynn, Ryan Whitaker, Also out of tonight's race, I do believe Bubba is done. Vinny Maestas is done. They are on pit road in their pit box, but I do believe their night is at an end here this evening. Alrighty, folks, here we go. It'll be 10 to go here when we get our green flag. Gabe Butler, Anthony English, row number 1 here. And waiting on that green here. Green is out once again and back underway here. 10 laps to go. And Charles out there saying yellows are far from over. And it's very, 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 very much a possibility for sure. If Pep them up with a finish, we would just need a miracle. Yeah, Bob, they are. The final laps, they're definitely gonna be tight. Anthony did fall back here to about the 5th spot, but they're getting a little bit single file. It's not gonna stay that way, as they are really, really tight back here. Wide. With a 33 in the middle of this. That is Jeff Crosby Jr. 4 wide. Oh, golly. Well, that did not. Oh, here we go again. 4 wide once again here, folks. Trying to get back here. We're going to continue to go 4 wide as the 78's falling back. That is Christopher Jordan. Oh, a little bit of accordion effect going on in the middle here. And oh, no, this is not going to be good. Somebody blinked out, and then it was on from there. We're going to get our yellow here. Looks like the 10 and the 76. That is Scott Warren. Now, we're going to get on Scott here real quick. Now, I know the 10 blinked out, too, so we're going to find out. It looks like Scott was coming up the track, and then about the same time, Childers blinked out, but it was a little bit too late, because right there is the contact, and Childers goes, he just disappears, and then it's on from there. There is nothing you can do about it. When you're that close. Looks like the 39, the 42 is going to get a piece of that as well. Shane Ward. All right, it looks like Dallas is taking his truck behind the wall. All of the above option. That might have to happen next week. Of course, we've got tomorrow night. Remember CFM starts their season tomorrow night, and then Spring Fling Monday. But next week here at OP, we go to the 08 of Daytona. That race is going to be sponsored by Andrew Schroeder. Hopefully Steven's going to be able to do that. If not, then unfortunately we won't be able to get that broadcasted for y'all. But I do want to give a shout out to Andrew for sponsoring that race for these guys. But that'll be at the 08 of Daytona. But then we go on May 30th to finish out May. We go to Atlanta Motor Speedway or Echo Park Speedway. And then the June 6th, IRSS. June 13th, Daytona Day. The June 20th in Talladega. Sponsored by Bubba. Daytona, of course, sponsored by Rick. And then the June 27th, we have the 08 of Daytona, sponsored by Dave Hunt. And then July 4th, that week, we will be off because of, 4th of July holiday, Independence Day. So no race there to start off July. Then coming back July 11th, we'll be back at Echo Park, sponsored by Anthony English, IRSS, July 18th, sponsored by Richard Sanchez. That's Rick out there. And that's kind of our lineup coming up on OP here. Yeah. 9+1, yeah. No, but we can do a GWC poll here. Let me go ahead and get that going here. All right. If anybody picks the last one, we're going to have words. And I know Eric's probably out there going to pick the last one just so we can have words, but we got 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and 10 plus GWC attempts. Now they have unlimited up to the iRacing 15. But right now, our poll here, GWC attempts, is going to be how many will they use? 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, or 10 plus. If it would let me do any more than that, I would, but it only will let me do 4 options. So, let's hope not. If we have 10 GWCs here, as the lights are off on the pace truck, that would put us at, well, depending on if we have another yellow or two here before we set up for GWC attempt, but we have 13 cautions at the moment here for 27 laps, 6 laps to go, 33 lead changes. If we don't have any more yellows and then we get into the yellow for a GWC, we don't want 20-something yellows. I will flip out, and I'm sure I wouldn't be the only one either. I know Alex is out there somewhere, and I'm sure he would flip a lid. He wouldn't be the only one that would flip a lid. All right. Now it looks like we do have a couple of picks, 7 to 9, and then 1 to 3, 4 votes. All right, here we go. Pace truck down to the safety of pit road. Travis Elliott, Anthony English. Here we go into that restart zone once again here tonight. Green is out. That is a good green right there. Everybody got a good start. Now it looks like Anthony now pushing to the outside. It's go time. If you haven't gone yet, you got to go now. Then take Guerrero behind him. And that outside line, that third lane starting to form up. Got some drivers jumping out there too. The 44, 14, 33. Boy, that 33. Oh, 14 of Vicente. Got pushed down. We got cars onto the apron. Now, yellows are only brought out by iRacing, under 10 to go. So, if iRacing does not deem it a yellow, then it is not a yellow. But I believe we are going to have a yellow here. Yep, Anthony English. Oh, no. And it looks like the jinx struck again here. Man, the 95-51. Oh, no. What happened to James Amare here? Well, this struck a couple of them here. Let's go ahead and get our chase view here and get on to James. James is all over the back end of the 51 of Elliott. And it looks like, oh, they got a good, man, Travis got a good run up on the 53, and it was just an accordion effect, really. Everybody just doing some pushing and just, kind of the accordion effect here. And then James gets shoved out and then right down into the 47 and the 62 and right up into the 44, 33. Oh, man. And it looks like James Mayer lost a front right tire. Oh, man, heavy damage going to be on that 95 machine. It looks like the 06 and the 4 also going to get some damage here. Let me go ahead and pause this, and let's get on to the 06 of Zonto. Find out where Zonto and company got messed up in this. It looks like they all right there. The 44 of Anthony. He come careening off the wall here, and he just, tries to save it, but nothing he could really do. Right into the 4 of Rick Seabrands. Nowhere to go for Zonto. Zonto's all over the wheel, but there is nothing he could do. Then right here, you also see the 48, and you also see the 13 Brigante. Man. All right. Well, this is going to set up for a GWC attempt here. Coming at you here in just a few moments. I could, but I'm not. I don't like doing interviews under 10 to go, and I especially don't like doing them under GWC attempts. It's just, there's too much at stake. I already feel bad enough as it is, Eric. I mean, it took out 2 people tonight I talked to, Bob Hush. I know where you live. Eric, I already know what their plan is. Survive. Well, all right. 11:23 Eastern, 10:23 Central. Just getting into the looks like first attempt at a GWC. It looks like Gabe Butler is going to choose the outside line. That's going to put Dave Hunt on the bottom from what it looks like here, and that is exactly what's going to happen. So you got Gabe Butler, Dave Hunt, Travis Elliott, Adam Kilday, Rick Sanchez, Vicente Guerrero, Andrew Sato, Mark Mann, Dwayne Corbett, Jeff Crosby Sr. Nice comeback. Nice run by Jeff Crosby Sr. He's been very consistent. He's been doing what he needs to do. All across the spectrum of OP, just to have consistent finishes, and love to see him out here running great. And I know he's got his son A little bit further back there in 25th, 23rd, something like that. Jeff Crosby Jr. And I know, if Junior and Senior can get hooked up together, I think they would make a push. We're about to find out what's going to happen here. GWC attempt number 1 about to get underway here tonight. The OP Super Speedway Unlimited Series. The trucks, number 19, round number 2 here at Talladega, sponsored by Sanchez, the O'Reilly Auto Parts, and presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Are we going to have another GWC attempt, or is this going to be it? We will find out. We're going to go green. The yellow comes out before the white flag. We do it again. If the white flag comes out and they wreck, there are no more yellows. They will race it back to the line. Whoever crosses the stripe first will win. Here we go. Pace truck down to the safety of a pit road. They need a miracle. Here we go. Happy hearing. And here we go. Green is out. We've got to make it back around one more time. We got to get to the white flag. Gabe Butler, Dave Hunt, Adam Kilday, Travis Elliott, Vicente Guerrero. Right now, that's our top 5. And out of turn number 2, everybody going to change lanes to find the lane they want to race in and be in. And Mark Mann has found the back bumper of the 88 of Gabe Butler. And the 14 goes low, but the 85 of Adam Kilday says, nope. He closed that door quick. Dave Hunt down on the bottom with a 51 of Travis Elliott and the 5 of Rick Sanchez coming to the line here. Now Rick going to be behind Dave Hunt. Coming to the line. White flag is up, but it hasn't flown yet. White flag in the air. One more time around. We're going to do it in 1. What is it going to take here tonight? Adam Kilday in the 85 looking to go back. 2 back. Dave Hunt looking to pull out all the stops. Bring in the first victory of the season. Rick Sanchez, Jeff Crosby Sr., Vicente Guerrero, and everybody behind him. Down into turn number 3. Coming in the middle of 3 and 4, that bottom lane. Not moving just yet. Here we go out of turn number 4. Who is it gonna be? Adam's gotta run. On the outside, Dave on the bottom. Coming to the line. Who's gonna win? Adam Kilday back to back in season 19, round 1 and round 2. Wow! What a stellar ending for Adam Kilday. Back to back in the first 2 races. Vicente Guerrero is going to finish in P2, and Dave Hunt going to grab a top 3 here. Good points night for Dave. Wow. All right. Well, I guess I could go ahead and close that poll then because, well, the race is over. So, all right. We'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. So, hang tight. I'm sure Adam is going to burn it up here. And, you know, I don't think anybody finished the race out here tonight with 0x. So, but man, oh man. All right, well, hang tight, folks. We're going to watch Adam burn it up here. We'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Hang tight, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, I've caught up with the top three here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull up a good buddy Dave here tonight. Dave, man, the Embry-Riddle aeronautical machine, man, you know, had to survive here tonight. You didn't have to use your fast repair, but boy, the incidents, man, it piled up on you. But man, talk about it. You were able to keep it straight, you know, get damage fixed when needed. Didn't look like they were, you know, any big, humongous amounts of damage, but you were able to put yourself up in a pretty good spot here at the end. You even managed to, you know, lead a few laps. Well, one lap actually. So it looks like you're going to get maybe a bonus point for that. Awesome job, man. Third. It was survival out here tonight. Talk about it.
Well, yeah, I think I got in a couple incidents there where I had like over 3 or 4 minutes of damage, and I ended up getting that fixed. And then got a couple more minutes, and then got like a minute and a half, and another 30 seconds. Seems like I was always getting fixed. I never used my fast repair though, so that's why I sort of hung on to that just in case I ever needed it. Yeah, just way too many cautions, but yeah, it ended up being a pretty good run there at the end.
Yeah, you know, it looked like the line to be in. I noticed the bottom line and the middle line. You could get runs, but man, it'd fall off quick. So it looked like the main line to be in here tonight was that top line. Did you notice that as well?
Yeah, I was running them all, and yeah, the top line was moving, and then it moved to the middle, and then maybe back to the top. So it just depends on who was up there running with you, and we just never really had it go long enough. But
yeah.
For the time we did have it running, that's what it was seeming like. Just the top would be pretty good, then you'd sort of move to the middle, then back to the top. So yeah, but it was all good.
Yeah, it was a good race overall. I'm tired. I know y'all is probably exhausted here from you know the race out here tonight, so I'm not going to keep you any longer than we have to. We'll talk about green flag pit stops, but unfortunately we didn't have any. Tires, don't really need to talk about that really either because it's unlimited tires. So really, you know, it was all about survival on the track. But next week, we go to the 08 of Daytona. Now, I do hope that Steven is able to cover that because I will not be here. But, you know, it's still, y'all got to race it regardless. The 08 of Daytona, you know, how do you feel about going into the bumpy track?
Well, I like that track, but I'm not going to be here next week either. So I like racing that track, though. I don't mind it at all.
Okay, well, what do you think everybody's going to have to do to survive it?
Well, there probably, I bet there's less cautions on that one for some reason. I don't know why. You always think it's going to be worse, but it's not.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
you just got to hang on to it, and it just depends on who's around you, you know. And a lot of new guys here too, so which is fun to have all these extra drivers out here. So I think once we get working together here and knowing how everybody runs and drives, I think this will be a pretty darn fun league to watch.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, well, it's fun to call for sure. Of course, Dave, I'm not going to keep you. Made awesome job. P3, good points night for you, buddy. Started 33rd, finished 3rd. So, you know, you can't ask for anything better except for 2 spots better. But, hey, I wouldn't complain with what happened down there here tonight. But I know you've probably got a few final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate 3rd here. So, Mike, yours.
Yeah, appreciate you putting on the broadcast there, Josh, and all the fans out there watching, my family and friends that watch, and Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, and then Bubba and Anthony and everybody in the admin league and the OP world putting this all together.
All righty, Dave, we'll go celebrate 3rd out here tonight, buddy. Get some rest. You going to be racing over at CFM tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be over there tomorrow.
All right, well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow night for the opener of that season.
All right, sounds good.
See you, buddy.
Thanks. Yep.
All right, well, that is Dave Hunt there. All right, we're going to jump up here to the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Oh, good buddy Vicente, man. You yourself had to, have overcome some adversities here tonight. You had 9 incidents. One of those pretty good. You had to use your fast repair. Like 28 laps. But, man, you had to overcome, everything out there, from top, middle, apron, the whole 9 yards, buddy. Talk about it. What happened down there? What'd you see? What'd you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun in the beginning, leading all those laps early in the race, and then I had to take a break, go see the potty, and yeah, so that shuffled me all the way back there, and I just, took a chance, just went from the back to the front, and then right when I got back to the front, I don't know what happened there. I had to use a fast repair on that one wreck that I was involved in. Uh, then that put me back to the back again, and I was thinking just trying to be, smart, knowing that I use my fast repair and try to, you know, stay out of the wrecks if I see them. But somehow I still got contact in the wrecks, and I was able to fix, repair most of the truck. I think I had a few seconds left there at the end. But there at the end, Kilday and I were working together, and we got teamed up, and yeah, we made a charge to the front.
Well, in the end, it worked out for you. I know it was, the cautions really, kind of showed themselves again out here tonight. The track temp out there was very, very warm. I think it was 136 or something like that whenever we started. I know it was hot throughout the whole night. Um, I don't know if that, with the combination of that, the package that they have on the trucks now, and I know we have a lot of new drivers out here, but some of these new drivers, man, they can wheel it and deal it. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't down there.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of new faces, and we don't recognize like their racing styles. So like when they're like just like to them and to us, we're new
Yeah.
to them too. So we're just gonna have to learn and adapt and work with each other, and start to get to know each other, and help one another too. I mean, I try to help whoever would help me benefit to advance positions. Like if somebody gets left in the middle by themselves, I'll shoot that gap, and I'll fill it in, and see if I can help and maintain that 2 lanes there up front. But oh no, just trying to get familiar with everybody. But it was sure fun racing with everybody. Just hated that we didn't have a green flag pits.
Yeah.
It would have spread out the field. I think it would be more racy there. As far as taking care of your car and the fuel mileage and stuff like that. But oh no, it was a really good race. I mean, I finished podium, so I can't be upset pushing my
No.
teammate.
No, definitely can't be upset for sure. With you started second, finished second, led 28 laps. Got some amazing points out here tonight. Of course, next week we go from the 2.66 mile wide track of Talladega to the very skinny, bumpy 08 of Daytona for round number 3. Hopefully, Steven can cover that one. But talk about it. That track is bumpy. No mistakes can happen there because it's so
Yeah, I
bumpy.
mean,
So talk about it.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough. I mean, and it's gonna be, hopefully it's everybody will be more cautious. Maybe it'll be toning down the racing a little bit, just knowing that it's bumpy. So I mean, it could turn out to be a really good race. Um, and giving people room and respect and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll be a whole lot better race next week there, and for everybody at least.
Yeah, definitely. So, all righty, Vicente. Well, awesome job out here tonight, P2, buddy. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your P2 finish?
Yeah, I want to thank you over on MaxspeedTV. Can't wait to watch this one back. Want to thank OP for putting on this league, all their admins, what they do. I want to thank my teammates. We're racing with Stony tonight, Dwayne and Adam. I also want to thank my family, my wife for letting me do what I do here, my folks out in Arizona. Can't forget the sponsor on my car, Event Service and Repair. Look me up, Central Valley, California.
I could definitely use you, but you live too far from me, so. I'm in
Maybe next
Arkansas,
time.
you're in California, so,
Yeah, that's pretty far.
yeah, just a little bit. All righty, Vicente, man. Awesome job out here tonight, P2, buddy. Go celebrate, and we will see you. Are you racing over at CFM?
No, I
No.
know. I don't do, yeah.
All
Like,
right.
maybe I'll jump in, but who knows?
Who knows? All right. Well, if we don't see you tomorrow night for the opening of season 5 there here at MaxspeedTV, TV, we'll see you, I guess, Monday.
Oh, yeah.
All righty. We'll see you Monday, buddy. Go celebrate.
All right. See ya.
See
Bye.
ya. All right. Well, we've already talked to this guy. We talked to him last week. He did it again here tonight. Adam, the final lap was the most important lap, buddy. Back to open up the season, man. Awesome job of the win out here tonight. You had to overcome adversity here. You didn't have to use your fast repair, but you were in quite a few predicaments yourself here this evening. I don't think anybody finished with 0 incidents here tonight, but I'm not going to take that away from your win out here tonight, buddy. Awesome job. Talk about the race, the mayhem, the 3-4 wide, the bumping, the banging, just the chaos that ensued down there. We got to hear from you, Adam. Awesome job, buddy.
I mean, oh, the usual. What was it? Almost, replica. What was how we had last week?
Yeah.
I think last week, shoot, at Daytona, we had maybe a few less cautions, but no, we were probably a few laps away from getting in a green flag stop, but didn't come to it, and it ended up being definitely a lot more wrecks than usual for sure. But it's probably like I said before, this new package, and it introduces a lot of different driving styles, I guess. People racing more aggressive, trying to side draft, the top side, which I think kind of causes a bit more disorganization. So trying to side draft the upper lane than the bottom lane, but it's what it is. You got to do what you can to maintain track position on your end and to get track position. But but even when the cautions were coming out, I didn't see too much like ARCA braking. So people in the back were doing a pretty good job of looking up ahead, see what's going on with the field up front, and when they see something happening, everyone's slowing up as they should. So that's pretty cool to see, especially here with a 46 car field. But other than that, I don't know what track is next. I think 08 or iRacing.
We are going to be at the 08 of Daytona, but before we get to that real quick, I want to make a side note here. I just kind of looking at the stats from last week here for you. Last week you started 7th, finished 1st. You did lead 8 laps last week. Tonight you started 7th, you finished 1st, you led 1 lap, which was the most important lap, of course, the final lap. So I'm seeing a pattern here, Adam. Maybe you need to start 7th.
Yeah, that's some RNG, but maybe we'll scrub the apron a couple times next week, see if we can, get it again. That seems to be doing the trick, but most of the time in qualifying, I like either when I pull out of the box, I either forget to run the normal outlap line or I forget to take the apron. But lately I've accidentally been hitting the apron, so I guess that's been working.
Yeah, definitely. So awesome job out here tonight. Of course, the 08 of Daytona next week. We had kind of chaos out here tonight. I know next week the 08 of Daytona, it's bumpy. A lot can happen there, but it seems like those tracks like the 08 of Daytona, the older track, it seems like it's better racing. Everybody's more cautious. Going into that race with having 2 races that has some caution counts. So what's your expectations going into the 08 of Daytona, and how do you feel about having now 2 races in the season, already under your belt? What are you going into that race looking like?
I just probably to help out other people in the channel, help other people probably will get their way locked into the playoffs. To tonight on this last restart, my plan was like when we went green, I was hoping to just go to the wall with Gabe. I think I got a bit too antsy initially. I thought, Gabe May was going to jump it a bit early, but I got to him a bit too soon. But when I got back to him, we got the run back, and then I was hoping we'd go up to the wall so Vince doesn't lose his right side. But yeah, I was trying to hint to him, pulling off a little bit to the right to hopefully he would follow in front of me. But if I was just I just had to evidently go up all the way to the wall before it's too late. And Vince followed me up to the third lane. And then from there, we were just rolling. I think, Gabe managed to get back in line with us. We went down to the middle to pick him back up and to side draft the bottom. And then next thing we know, it's me, Vince, and then Gabe in a line and on the tri-oval. Vince, it seemed like he was pretty committed to me. And I was like, if he wanted to make a move on me, he could. Because I'm pretty sure Gabe would have followed Vince in the middle and Vince would have won. But it's, I guess, it's super appreciative of Vince sticking with me there. So it's really this win. Probably like I always say, the wins are more so on the people that decide to push you across the line in P1 than it is on yourself. So yeah, at the end of the day, I want to say Vince probably won this race, but I know I owe it to him now. I was hoping to owe a favor back to Gabe for last week. We all worked together last week really well with Boot Naka, but it'll come. So we'll see. We'll maybe help Dwayne, secure maybe an OP win next week. Whoever's in contention for it. But that's probably my goal, even with the standings how they are at the moment with me. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen until you get into the race, and especially coming out of the wire of the race, it depends also where you're at on the track, so. If you're behind somebody, you'll probably end up trying to push them if you can. If you're ahead, leading the pack, you're going to try to win it just like everybody else is. So I guess it comes with the territory. Depends on where you're at on the track whenever the time comes. But with that being said, Adam, awesome job out here tonight. Back-to-back wins to start the season off. I know you got some favors to repay here throughout the season. You already talked about that. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you. Awesome win out here tonight. Final thought, shout out, thanks you want to give, bud?
Yeah, we will definitely do a shout out to an OP Unlimited series. Awesome league. It's cool seeing all these cars on track again. But it's hopefully next week as the season goes on, more patience will ensue and we hopefully get in some more longer green flag runs. But again, shout out to everyone showing up tonight and hanging in there. And then we'll do a shout out to the Discord channel. It was me, Vicente Guerrero, Dwayne Corbett, and oh man, I can't forget this other guy's name. New guy to the league, I think. Shoot. Oh no. Give me 1 second. I gotta find this name.
All right.
He overcame a bunch there. He was like 3 laps down, got back on the lead lap. I want to say it was Stony Benfield.
Tony Benfield, yeah.
Yes. So, a little shout out to that guy as well. But yeah, we'll do another shout out to Vince there for the commitment for the push to the win. That wouldn't happen without him and Gabe following in line there too. Shout out to those two. And then shout out to MaxspeedTV on YouTube. Joshua Medlock with the broadcast. Your time is greatly appreciated as always, man.
I appreciate it. I hope Steven can cover next week. If not, it won't get broadcasted. But, with that being said, y'all still have to race it regardless. Steven will let me know the closer we get. But, because I got to work. But, it is what it is. Work gets in the way. You know how that happens. So, But Adam, go celebrate your win out here tonight, buddy. We will see you next week. If not, are we going to see you tomorrow night over at CFM?
I mean, I guess so. I'm assuming it's the first race.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yep.
Now I'm aware.
Yep.
So, but maybe we'll see.
We'll see. All right. If not, I'll see you Monday. If not, I'll see you Thursday or next Saturday. I'll see you sometime. I know it. So Adam, go celebrate your win out here tonight, buddy. We'll see you. We'll see you next time.
I will do, man. You take it easy.
I'll give it a shot.
Right on.
Right on. All righty, Adam Kilday there with the win. Like I said, back-to-back wins to open up the season. Well, that's going to go ahead and get us down here to our official results here. Putting any admin stuff they have to do out here tonight. Adam Kilday with a win out here. Vicente there in second. Dave Hunt third. Gabe Butler fourth. Rick fifth. Jeff Crosby Sr. sixth. Travis Elliott in seventh. Good finish by Jeff Crosby Sr. Good points not for him. Mark Mann in eighth. Travis Elliott seventh. Dalton Hayes ninth. And Dwayne Corbett 10th. Christopher Jordan at 11th. Les Levy 12th. Stody Benfield coming back through the field there, grabbing a top 15 and 13th. Ron Dial in 14th. We'll get it right. Harold Rothery 15th, Jason Berg 16th, Andrew Rosanto 17th, and Nicholas Godina at 18th, James Mayer 19th, and Jeff Crosby Jr. 20th. Forrest Sparks 21st, Shane Ward 22nd, Adam Brigante 23rd, Anthony Johnson 24th, Anthony English 25th, Ron Walters 26th, Daniel Harrington 27th, Dana Shepard 28th, Rem White 29th, and Ryan Warp in 30th, Scott Warren 31st, Gene Watkinson 32nd, Rick Seabrands 33rd. John Winkler will finish here tonight in 34th. Tristan Perron in 35th. Andrew Schroeder 36th. Dallas Childers 37th. John Guerrero 38th. Vinny Bass is 39th. Bubba Winningham 40th. Justin Wine 41st. Rhonda Whitaker 42nd. John Spizek 43rd. Robert Hooligan 44th. John DeYoung, 45th, and Larry Eddy going to round out our 46-car field here tonight. But again, our winner here this evening, Adam Kilday, back-to-back wins to open up the season. Tomorrow night, right here on MaxspeedTV, the Checker Flag of Motorsports opens up Season 5 right here on MaxspeedTV. A link is already, it's already set up on YouTube. Share it, get it out there. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, MySpace, if you have it. Get some people out here tuning in. We're going to see a lot of action there. Probably a good-sized field there as well to open up that season. But that'll be at 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central, right here with myself on that call for you all. But until next time, thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Stay safe and have a good night.
Roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Shafts alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh,